Yo, what up? What up? Who we got? The man, Yayin. That's all we got? Just Yayin? All right. Let us get the link out there so we can get the party started. Call in. Boom. Up in this bitch. Pinned. All right. Bet. Who's up in here? Talk to me. Who's up in this bitch? I gotta shave this shit, I know. Who's up in this bitch? Talk to me. Who's up in this bitch? Talk to me. The slurp heard around the world. I think it was Alberto. He clearly has no problem bending the truth. So I think it's Alberto. All right, we have to do these gloves. I got to move on to these because I don't think I could keep. Matter of fact, you know what I might even do? I might get rid of these gloves, put them on hold. I might put them on hold. That's what I think I'm going to do. And I'm going to put up, what should I do? The Hagler or the Grants? The Grant. The one Grant or the Hagler? Maybe we'll do the Hagler. Nah, you didn't show proof. You just showed that it wasn't you, but you didn't show that it was him. We think it was Alberto, but we don't know. Who cares, really? It's just a slurp. It's a little gay to be slurping with a bunch of shirtless dudes, but, you know. What are you going to do, right? Yeah, you know what? I'm doing it. Fuck this shit. I'm doing it right now as we speak. You guys are fucking around. You guys are fucking around. Here we go. We are removing this instantly. I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to put it away for now. And we will instead put up these Hagler joints. Let's see. Boom. Fucking fruit flies. Boom. How's that look? How's that look? That look good? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to move it over a little. There we go. Boom. Hagler joints. This is what we got going on now. We got the Hagler joints. Dope. All right. Bet. There we go. Much better. Done. Hagler joints. The newest raffle, my friends, is for these Marvin Hagler Vintage 1981 Croydon bag gloves. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Officially licensed in 81. I believe they're unused. They do not smell used. They just smell mad old. That is the next raffle. Anybody who wants to throw down for that raffle, you know the deal. You enter the $10 Cash App to this Cash App, Marco Boxing, or Marco KO at Gmail via PayPal. And you put Marvin Hagler gloves. And that's how we got it popping. Oh, that's how it starts? Oh, it's just a slurp? Oh, boy. Polo Buck, where you been at, man? Why you don't be coming in? I saw you in Ness's room once, just playing me out. That's cool, though. You probably heard of me through him, so. Polo, you want to get down with these vintage Hagler gloves? It's all you, big dog. All you. Can you take my entry and apply? Can you take my entry and apply? Which one? The one for the Floyd Mayweather shit? You're ready? Ready for what? Read your last comment. Yeah, I saw your last comment. I saw your last comment. Moon, what's up, blood? Yeah, I could do that. You want me to take... So you don't want any entries... We only have one. So I'll remove your entry for Mayweather. I'll put it for Hagler. All right, done. Done. That shit is diggity done. And the Grant ones are going to go. All right, done. Marco, why are you always beefing with the fruit flies? So I got this sticky shit. I'm going to show you guys. I got this shit. You see it? That thing right there? Right? That's supposed to, but it doesn't catch them. That's the problem. I'm realizing they got to be next to light. So they sell these other fruit fly traps that you plug into the wall socket. They got a little night light thing and a sticky. Those work way better. So I got to get those because they only go around light. That's why that one only has like 1 or 2 fruit flies caught on it because it's not by a fucking bright light. Very annoying. I'm learning all this. My wife has mad plants in the house. That's what's bringing all these fruit flies. She's big into gardening and shit. CJ and his SpongeBob. Polo. I come from TBV. I come to support Marco. I follow too many. I feel you. No, Polo, I feel you. I feel you. I appreciate you here. No, nonetheless. If you want to get down with these vintage Marvin Hagler gloves, priceless. Yeah, I don't see them anywhere. You let me know. Hey, the same shit. I can't use them no more because my cat got stuck on that shit. Yeah. Well, I have a cat too, but it's too high, so my cat won't get to it. You see Metavi's nutrient? Nah, show me. Put it in, Mo. Word. Shut the door and shadow them and shadow box them fruit flies. Shit. I did a hard 6, 7. I only did 6 rounds today. I was in a rush. I was stressed about the whole shit with my son, having to go to fucking juvenile court at 12 years old. Well, 11 at the time. I ain't pausing. Fuck that shit. I'm too old to pause. Blood. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's open it on IG. And let's peep it. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate you, big dog. Now let's see what we got here. Do it again. Yeah, so you're right. He does look like he put on weight. But as E-Rock would say if he's in here, Burger Vitas, he is known to put on weight between fights. That doesn't look too crazy to me. It's maybe 15, 20 pounds, tops. That's not that much. You are too white, Marco. They follow you like a light bulb. That's rude, Clarissa. Not only is it rude, but it is certified.
Oh, that's racist.
Racist. You seen the Boots thing I sent you? Not, oh, yeah. I saw it. Yayan just sent a post of Boots saying he's moving to 154. Well, I believed it when Eddie Hearn said it because that's his promoter. Like, remember what I told you guys? Has to be, well, in a case like this, it's either the fighter himself or the promoter. But if we're also wanting to know about a fight happening, it could also be the venue or the network. What's up, Franklin? Where you been at, blood? Ran 2 miles off the couch. Not shit. Wait, what do you mean the gym? So you went and you did the elliptical or whatever, or the what are those called? Treadmill? I just don't have to go to Mamoon. This fucking kid, it's crazy. You would appreciate this because he's almost your age. He's a little older, younger, but he's 11 when this happened. But he's in 6th grade. Him and his friends were picking up this kid to see if how strong they are. And the kid wasn't saying, don't do it, whatever. It was cool. They were just playing around being kids. Then my son, go from behind, pick him up like this. The kid's feet were off the ground, maybe like this much, nothing crazy. So my son, one kid did it, put him down. Then my son did it. And my kid just let him go. Didn't throw him, but didn't put him down gently. Just kind of let him go like this. And the kid, for some reason, didn't brace his fall, fell back, hit his head on the floor, and got like a slight concussion. Took him to the emergency room, make sure he's okay. Fine. His fucking parents pressed charges. So now he has to appear to juvenile court because they're saying, well, the kid didn't give Leo permission to put his hands on him. And I'm just like, first off, he did not say, get off me. There was nothing like that. But even if he did, that was an accident. You know what I'm saying? He was just picking him up, and that was an accident. That they were horsing around. That was bullshit. So he has to now go to fucking juvenile court because the kid's parent, who was apparently crazy, the mother was like super press charges on Leo on a complete accident. Leo cried after. He was so upset. He did not mean to hurt that kid. He was just lifting him up to show, each kid lifted him up to show, oh, can you lift him up? Look how strong I am, like that, and put him down. The kid wasn't like, no, get off. It was nothing like that. Because 2 of them did it. He would have fucking ran away if he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Annoying. Anyway, that's why. Just take a slow, champ. We don't want you to get injured. Yeah, word up. I've been pumping put 120 to push-ups, low-key. All right. Kid a buck even. Huh? What's that mean? Anyway, we are taking calls, as you guys see. The link is in the chat. Anybody wants to come in, let's get this popping. But yeah, I'm upset about that shit with my son. Like, the cop was like, "Oh, it's more of an inconvenience than anything. Nothing's gonna happen, but they had the right to file charges, so they did, and it's juvenile court." Just like, all right. And then she said, even if he did get like something happen when he's 18, they erase it. It doesn't stay on his permanent record. You can put your feet in a chair to make them harder. Progressive overload. All right. Marco, I had to go to court last year because me and my boys jumped someone. 20-day suspension. My older brother saved my life. Talk to the judge because he's a cop. Well, see, and that's different. You actually jump somebody. Like, that's an intent to hurt. And what they give you? Just 20-day suspension? That's all you got? You got no... What penalties did the court give you? Mo, what are you saying about Shakur earlier? They probably think you're a Bulgarian mobster and they're trying to take you down. I appreciate the humor, Clarissa, but this shit actually is upsetting to me. I can't really joke around about it. Mamoon, young N-word, Jesus Christ. Mamoon's no joke. Mamoon videotape beating up some fucking pedophile. He literally lured the dude in, and him and his boys went and videotaped him. I whooped his ass. What's up, Homer? Ryan Garcia looks kind of weak without the roids. He definitely looked off. That's a fact. Yup, I don't know if it's the roids or what it was, but he didn't look good. Apparently, it's partially the broken hand. Might have been no roids, might have been broken hand. Who knows? Guys, again, we are raffling off these Marvin Hagler vintage 1981 officially licensed Marvin Hagler product gloves. As you guys know, right there is the I didn't put this banner, did I? I am taking calls as well. All right, let's get back to the comments. You don't got us to say. Oh, okay. YN. You know me. I'm not good with these acronyms. What's up, Wavy? How's the hair? Got those waves rocking? Vlog. What up, Erox? Clarissa, is it Alberto roasting type of a night, or should we keep it cordial? Roast him. You say his name enough times, he will come in. What I was trying to say was Zepeda comes forward with his head down. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mo thought Zepeda could hurt his hand, and it could end up being a long night. Word. Not an OYN and a good kid now, just school and boxing. What up, Alan? I think it's going to be a decision. I don't think he's getting stopped. I think Shakur's going to win decision. What about you? What about you? Guys, remember, we are raffling off these officially licensed vintage Marvin Hagler. Look at this. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Croydon 245 officially licensed gloves, vintage from 1981. These are not used. They're just old as shit, and they're the only product Marvin Hagler ever officially licensed. They're bag gloves, as you could see. If you want to enter, you know the deal. Send the $10 to the Cash App here or the MarcoKO at Gmail, PayPal. Now let's keep it moving. My bad. What up, Rob? What up? Shakur might stop him. Nah, chill. Shakur late stoppage. Nah, chill. When was the last time Shakur stopped anybody? What, Jamel Herring? Who's fighting? Remind me. We'll get to it. Yeah, Rob, you want to enter? It's right there for you. All you. Mark, I gave Zepeda 10%, but I really feel like Bob. You can't look. You two goofballs. I like Bob and I like you, but you're both goofballs. If you give any fighter a 0% chance in boxing, you cannot do that. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Good point. But again, who was this guy he stopped? Very, very inexperienced, low-level fighter. Let's be honest. He was. I'm not going to say, call him names. I'm not going to say the electrician because a lot of fighters have full-time jobs. He just wasn't that talented. Someone order Yayan a Shakur meat lovers burrito. A burrito for glazing Shakur. Yeah, I mean, he might need a fill with sausages and pepperoni and ham and prosciutto. I ain't calling him that. Shakur stopped the guy a week off the couch. Exactly. So he did stop him, but right. He still had the little denim imprints on his ass from sitting on the couch. What do we got here? Oh shit. From Marv. All right, appreciate you. Unfortunately, I don't know who this is. I don't recognize the name. So, is that who said wow? Rob. Oh, has to be Rob, the Barbarian. Yeah, okay, obviously Rob the Barbarian. Got you, Rob. You are locked in for these Hagler joints. Rob the Barbarian. Boom. Chilling. You are locked in, Rob. Appreciate you, big dog. All right. Oh, we got C. Jisms. What's up? I know you reject that name.
Yo,
I'm allergic.
yeah, man. I'm just
Whoa. What was
finishing
that?
up my training.
Oh, shit. I was like, that's worse than slurping. You're grunting.
Heavy breathing, finishing up my training. You know, I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. So,
Oh, shit.
yeah, I'm
Rob,
aiming for the marathon about September, but we'll see.
Y'all never survived
Shit.
Brentwood projects. Where are the Brentwood projects? I'm gonna give respect to William Zepeda. He's a really good bot. He's good, but I don't think I don't see him getting stopped. That's CJ. Yeah, that's CJ. That is
That's
CJ. What the F is Brentwood? Brentwood, I thought was Long Island. That's where like EPMD's from. I didn't know Brentwood's a place in Queens, unless he does mean Long Island, because Long Island touches Queens. They're right next to each other. And where Rob's from in Jamaica is the very end of Queens, which spills into Long Island. Marco's son has more power than Shakur. Yeah, he does. Ain't you from Infinity? Brentwood is the hardest projects in Indy. Oh, Yayan, he just played you out.
Yo, Marco.
Yayan. Hold on, but I just think Yayan might not be from Indiana. What's up?
Nah. I'm saying, you know what I'm ready for, man. You see my message earlier.
Well,
I'm ready to squash. I'm ready to squash the beef, but under certain parameters. If he's not going to cam up, which is a big,
he's not.
Consolation on my part. I'm being conciliatory. Then I got certain things that need to be in place. But I'm ready to squash the beef tonight. Is the point. So he can pull up at any time.
Stick around. We'll see. We'll see if he wants to. Norman fights tomorrow. Yeah, Norman's going to win easily. Isn't he favored like crazy? I'm from South Bend. I don't fucking know what that means. But he would have played me out if I was Indianapolis. Yo, CJ, that's from Iraq.
What up, Iraq?
Bro, can CJ call in to talk boxing? He could.
That was my main objective, but if he pulls up, I just want to squash it so we can get back to that, like in the macro sense, Once we put this behind us, I came here to talk boxing. I wouldn't be on this channel if I wasn't interested in boxing. So put this behind us and we can get back to boxing strictly. That's my objective tonight.
The problem is, CJ, he enjoys this dysfunctional banter. So I don't.
I am 100% positive that after I lay out my case tonight in a manner I've not been able to so far, either I'll let the chat decide. You can put up a poll at the end. I'll let everyone decide who won, and then either way it'll be over. I'll never revisit it again.
What up, Wavy? All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if he comes in. Salute, right. CJ. Hope your mom's is doing well. That's from Rob.
Thank you. I just visited her. I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Wave?
I got to go see mine tomorrow. She's in like a home, too. I am not looking forward to it.
I feel you.
Yeah. CJ Alberto is 13 years old. Yeah, let it go. I believe he's like 15. I really do. I believe he's between 15 and 17. But maybe not, actually. You never know. He might be, because he does some of the shit he says sounds a little older. He might be one of those smart, like 16, 17-year-olds. But his emotional intelligence sometimes. But, but you got people just like beefing. It doesn't really matter how old they are. I'll probably wake up to watch the fight and go for a run. All right.
Yeah, Mo's in Pacific time zone, so it's 4 a.m. for us, huh? That's wild, but I'm going to try to do it.
Yeah, my mom's okay. She's been in a home, kind of like CJ's, for a while now. She's okay as okay can be, as you know how it is. She's in a
Right.
home in Harlem, so I got to go visit her tomorrow. Oh shit, we got Alan Day. What up, blood?
What's going on? You got me?
We got you. You're in. What's cracking? The Norman fight is going to come
Shout out
down.
to you, Markham. How you doing?
Yeah, you too, man. Appreciate you joining. Norman fight's coming down. Take who's punch. I don't think the Norman fight's coming down to that. I think the Norman fight is going to be a bit of a. I mean, you guys don't think it's going to be a bit of an easy work for Norman?
I
I
don't know.
do.
Yeah.
I've never seen either one fight before, so I don't know.
All right, so who has seen them? Let me hear your opinion.
I don't. I've seen like two of his opponents' fights. Sushi Sakasimi. No. Let me be serious though. Yes, he has punching power. I don't think he has the footwork and the IQ to match up to Norman. I do see a stoppage, but late. I'm not going to jump out of jump in the deep end of the pool and say, oh shit, he's going to stop him within 5. I'm thinking like 9-10. He'll just end up catching up to him in a cumulative manner, and that's how I see it.
Yeah, I think I'm with Rob here, the Barbarian. I think around 8 sounds about right.
Okay.
Sasaki
I'm
is
gonna
19 and
I'm
1.
gonna say
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna stop him with the body shot within 5.
Body shot within
That's
5.
bold. That's bold.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
okay.
gonna stop him with the body shot.
Ooh, but this guy is 17 knockouts out of 19 wins. That is impressive.
It's a great ratio, but the competition is lackluster.
That's a fact. I mean, look what Berlanga did for the first 16 of his fights, first round. Now that's still
Facts.
hard no matter who you fight. You know what I'm saying? That's almost impossible to do. I think it's easy for Norman, but JN is a tough competitor, hell of a fighter, Mayweather voice.
Tough competitor, hell of a fighter.
Iraq. Oh, there you go. Okay, you're in.
I mean, unfortunately for Berlanga, those knockouts hindered his development long term. So
I think I agree with you. He didn't get the rounds in, and his confidence got too up in the sky, as Achilles'
it
heel.
really impacted his technique. I mean, you really gotta, develop. You gotta take those levels, those steps. I mean, Berlanga, he was never really believable. He was just kind of like a, you know. I
I
think I
mean,
think
Hot
he's I
job.
think he's gonna lose his next bout.
oh yeah, I think so. Berlanga's one of those guys where like he was knocking people out, but tell me if you guys agree. But you saw the punches, like the eyeball test. His eyeball test power to me wasn't very. You got like a B maybe. Yet he was like folding dudes. So there's been fighters in the past. Like I don't think Triple G looked like he hit that hard, or Kovalev. Like when the punch would actually land, it didn't look like it landed with a lot of kind of viscosity, but dudes would still drop. So I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't look as
Marco,
good.
let me ask you this: those
Uh-huh.
dudes like Triple G, how do you compare it to Foreman? Because it looked like to me he had no velocity on his shit, but you can't argue with the results. So,
Nah,
how do you make that comparison?
to me, I think Foreman did look like his shit was landing hard. Like Foreman looked like if you dropped a bag of rocks from like one story, and it would just land like boosh, like thudding. And he would wind up, and his did look hard.
And he was just a brute. He was
Yeah,
strong. He was a brute,
Yeah.
but he had
Country
great
strong.
timing for a guy that big. Great timing.
right.
Very true.
And
Very true.
then you got guys like Tyson who it was so fast and explosive it looked hard. But a lot of people said this about Mike. His punches were more snappy. He, I think, was a perfect example of the whole cliche, like is the ones you don't see that hurt you because nobody saw the shit coming. They were so fast, coming from angles, going underneath people, springing to the side of them, going behind them almost. I was told all that from Kevin Rooney, so I know
Uh,
exactly what that is.
yeah,
There you
that's Terrence Bud Crawford, a guy that specialized in that snap punch. And Bud is a guy that relies on timing but punch placement quite
Yes,
a bit.
absolutely. But Bud also has, excellent power mechanics. I actually want to do a course. I'm thinking of putting out a course, almost guaranteeing anybody to hit harder if they want, because he has the perfect technique. Like I could get any one of you
Absolutely.
guys to punch harder, and if you just use the right technique. And Bud was the
Yeah.
perfect short punches, brought them from the right place, turned his shoulder the right way. I mean, it's
but he turned his punches. It looks like he's hitting guys with his knuckles or something.
that's
Do you think?
exact. Alan, you nailed it. You have to turn over and you have to punch
Down,
downward. The knuckles have to land. When you hit with the knuckles, it almost it keeps the wrist straight. It keeps the energy going straight from your shoulder through and boom. Where when you bend, or if you go like this, when you bend, the energy kind of goes. Doesn't go in a straight line. It's like a lightning bolt going straight, or the lightning bolt kind of going off track and then hitting. If that makes any sense.
That's the
No, it
problem with
dissipates. You're talking
that's the
physics, not to
problem.
get scientific. But
Yes.
yeah,
Well, that's the problem with Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he's super athletic, super strong, but his technique on punches, as you said, he's not turning his punches at all.
No, he's not. And
that's fair.
shit. Roy Jones. I remember sending a bag video of myself to Roy maybe like 5 years ago, and Roy was like, "Yo, you look good," but he's like, "You got to use your knuckles." And I was like, even when I'm throwing these quadruple left hooks, he goes, "Yeah." I go, "But that'll when I kind of hit with this part, like right here, or this part, boop, 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 it's easier to almost pat." He goes, "Nah." He goes, "You just keep practicing," and he was right. And the knuckles also, when you're trying to land the knuckle, right? It's also forcing you to follow through with the punch because it's forcing you to follow through this way and go all the way through and punch through the target. Because to land on the knuckle, you got to turn it over and go down with it. So not only does the energy disperse better, but it's forcing you to punch through, and that's power. You punch through it. You don't, when you feel it, pull back and get back in your stance. You want to fucking go right through it. That makes any sense.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. So and Roy was right, man. And then I did practice it, and I was able to do it. And it also makes the punches shorter when you're hitting with your knuckles. When you're trying to go through it, it's making it shorter. And that's a big part of power to me is making the trip from point A to point B an express train. Don't stop. Don't collect $200. Just go right past go. Your express train. The make it the shortest travel from where the punch is thrown to the target.
Hey, Marco, if you notice, Corey Spinks had the same problem as Devin Haney with technique. With his punching power, he didn't turn his punches well. He basically did the same thing as Devin Haney's doing right now. He didn't really sit down. He didn't really turn over. Really strong, big, athletic welterweights who just I just can't understand why Devin Haney can't turn his punches. It's
I've watched him
blows my mind.
spar, right? I think I encourage all you guys, watch your favorite fighters spar, because when people say it's just sparring, nah. You can learn a lot because guys are doing things in sparring that you might never seen them done in the ring. And in sparring, he actually looks like he hits pretty hard, but it just doesn't. Maybe it is the knuckles. Maybe he's at the last minute. I've seen a lot of guys do that where they punch and then right as they feel it land, they pull back and get back in their stance. That takes away so much of the centrifugal force that it's crazy. You have to punch through, and a lot of guys are scared of getting hit. So as they're punching, they're already pulling back and, worried about getting hit.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, who is that that's cammed up right now? I like your talking points. I like your opinion. Who is that?
Alan Day.
Oh, what up, Alan Day? Yeah, I see him from time to time in the chat. Salute.
Yeah,
Shout out to you.
Hey, what's going on? Cheers.
Where are you from, Alan? Did you hear me? Hello? I guess you can.
Alan. Where are you from?
I'm from St. Louis. I live in LA though.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, hell no, I'm not catching me.
Yeah, I'm from St. Louis. Interesting enough, I grew up next door to Corey Spinks. Literally next door.
I'm cool with Corey. Like, I know him personally. He's a cool dude. He was a great fighter, man. He was the second to last.
Did we lose the signal, or is it just me?
Oh, we hear you. Do you hear us?
Oh yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, yeah, you cut out for a second.
I think you're good.
But we got you back. I hate these type of boxers who go for the knockout in sparring. Most fighters don't go for the knock. So there's a difference, Homer, between, I can't believe I'm calling him Homer because he's clearly not Homer. between going for the knockout and throwing hard punches every now and then. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? Sparring, people don't realize, is a fight. I always say this. There's only one difference in sparring. And this is 80% of the time I've ever sparred myself or seen it. Dudes are going all out. The one difference is if anybody gets hurt, they just take a step back. Whereas in a fight, they would start going for broke. So in sparring, you could throw a few hard shots, and if somebody gets hurt, then you just chill. But, you know, you do have certain guys who go super, super light all the time and certain guys who do try and knock everybody out. Tons of fights, no titles. You know what I mean? So it all depends on the fighter. Haney goes all out with his punches and sparring, but not his fights. That's what it looks like, Clarissa. That's what I was saying.
Well, yeah, he's more protected. I guess that makes sense.
That's what
He's being more cautious in the fight.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yo. Alan, let me ask you a quick question. Do you think that it's too late for like Devin's too far up in age to change that technique, like to follow through and use the knuckles, like he's just set in his ways, or you think he can make that adjustment?
I don't think so, man. Look at Laura. Look at Laura. Laura was the guy who really pity pat. He didn't really turn his punches, but when he slowed down, I feel like his punching power, his technique, kind of developed a little bit better. So for me, I think Devin Haney just needs to get with the right camp, and work on it. You know, I think he can get it because he's a strong kid. So I don't think it has anything to do with his timing. I don't think it has anything to do with his punch placement. I think it's centered in technique. I mean, you look at a guy like Shakur, right? We laugh at Shakur, but Shakur has great technique. And so he may not have as much punch and power, but if he catches you, he'll put you down versus someone like Devin Haney. Like he could catch you on the right spot, but he's not going to hurt you because he has bad technique.
I mean, I don't know. I think they both got good technique. I just think when you have to plant your feet for the most part to hit hard. And
Sure.
Guys who are constantly moving and worried about footwork, it's hard to plant their feet. So I think that's a big part of why both those guys don't hit that hard. But, you know, it is also they could just not be throwing with all their force on purpose to conserve energy. I don't agree with that. If I'm a trainer, I'm telling you to throw hard. But that's also could maybe what they're doing. Alan Gay knows ball.
Oh, shit. He dropped off. I salute to him.
Oh, he's here. He's still here. He just he muted himself. It's you, okay. Yayan, and him. Yayan's not. Yayan asked me to take him under his wing.
No, Yayan is the silent samurai, so I understand. He's very soft-spoken, and I respect
him under his wing.
It is a little tooty.
I'm just saying.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You know what that means, right? You know what that means? That's Indiana slang for. Like, yo, you looking good. Come here under my wing. All right, sorry, Yayan. I just had to do it. Who's at the playground? Yeah, it does. I think it's Alan driving through. Oh no, that's CJ. He's at a you're at a park, right?
I am at a park.
Yeah, we can hear it. It's not that loud though. If you don't plant your feet, you can at least double up or triple up the jab. True. Belizar, que costava? It's gay to want some tutelage. You want some
hell no.
Tutelage?
Tutelage.
This dude wants.
Hey, bad choice of words. That you walked yourself into the tootie, but that was good.
This dude wants tutelage. Oh, Rob loves that. Yeah. So Rob loves the YMCA one as much as you like the Tootie one.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be Marco's towel boy. Oh, come on, Mo. Nah, I have no problem. I'm actually thinking of starting to do that, like put out a course. I don't know if I told you guys, a course on how to almost guarantee how to hit harder. Show my videos hitting the power machine, prove that I know how to punch, and then show the mechanics of hitting harder. Because I believe I could get any of you, and obviously I'm not talking about established pro fighters, but to hit harder. I really do. It's a few simple things. Well, not simple, but mind you, this guy is 87. See, yeah, I offended him, so now he's making fun of me. Most pathetic
Hey,
thing I've seen Haney do is grab and clinch. Why is that the most
I
pathetic
mean,
thing? You think it'll
hey,
sell well?
Marco.
I'm thinking that too. What's up?
Hey, have you noticed a lot of the guys who get a lot of knockouts? It seems that they switch their power up quite a bit on their punches. Like
What do
they,
you mean?
you know what I mean? Like
Now, what do you mean?
meaning like they're not punching with force every single time. Like they'll tap you and then come. You get what I'm saying? They'll give
Give me
you.
an example of who does that.
I mean, all the guys. I mean, I see Tank. I see Bud. I see. Well, I wouldn't say Better V. I feel like Better V. He's hitting you with a 10 every time. But I feel like Tank and Bud and I feel like Ryan Garcia. He switches that hook up quite a bit too.
I don't know about the
Setup.
Ryan one because it seems like he throws it with force every time. He's trying to take your head off. But I feel you with Tank.
I would do
Pity
live.
pat, let him feel the power. And this is
Everybody
something I
does
heard
that.
from Shannon Briggs on a podcast maybe 7-8 years ago. He was like, yeah, he thought he could take my power, then boom, I hit him with the can and got him on top of the head.
Everybody does that. Real quick, yeah, and I would do live sessions. I just don't know what to charge. Like I'm new to it. I don't want to be too much, but I don't want to be too little. And I'm definitely going to do a series of videos. Like I'm thinking maybe a 3 to 5 series videos on how to hit harder. And I would do live sessions. I just got to figure out, you know what I mean, the price. Marco, I think he means setup. Yeah, that's what. So I don't know if people who are hard, like George Foreman threw every punch hard. Mike Tyson threw all his punches hard. Guys like Costa Zoo, Julian Jackson. I actually don't agree that the hard hitters do that. I think the majority of them, every punch is hard, and that's why they get the knockouts. Because if you're throwing every punch hard, just statistically, you're more likely to land a hard punch and get a knockout.
Oh, Sugar Ray Leonard was the master of that.
Sugar threw every punch hard, I believe. I mean, look, everybody taps a little bit.
I don't know.
You know, where are the white girls at? This fucking guy. I don't know, man.
They're with Yayan.
Who's Yayan? For free? Free don't pay the bills. Bivol and Better BF throw every punch hard. Absolutely.
I wouldn't say Bivol. He's like a 7 out of 10 on every one, but consistently 7 out of 10.
But every one of Bivol's is consistently the same power. He doesn't seem like he's
exactly.
Yeah. It's
I don't think so. I don't think his power matches his jabs.
Well, jabs, okay, but jabs in general are not supposed to be hard. They're supposed to be snappy. So that's the one punch where I think you can't really count. Some people throw power jabs, though.
Yeah, Triple G.
Some people do throw power jabs. What's up, Michael? Some people do throw power jabs. Obviously, there's always exceptions, but Sonny Liston knocked dudes down with his jab. Shit, so did Charlo. So did Larry Holmes. Like, dudes did it.
Oh, man, Larry Holmes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bivol said Better BF throws every punch. He does. I mean, that's what I teach everybody, man. You have to throw every punch hard. Every punch hard.
I'm going to throw a few punches.
Wait, you teach that?
Yeah. I mean, well, when I did, yeah, every punch. And I was taught that when you throw every punch as hard and as fast as you can, your endurance, your conditioning goes to that. Because when people say, nah, you don't want to get tired, I was like, what? Your body.
You mean in a fight or just in terms of training?
Both.
Well, you got to train like that to be able to do it in a fight, is what I think he's saying. You get your body gets acclimated, and then you can throw heat every time.
Yep. And to quote you, CJ, your body is adjustable. So
if
you train that way, your body will adjust and have no problem doing it, and your gas tank won't go on E. You'll be adjusted to doing that. Carlo has one of the.
Are you talking about me? Fuck you.
Oh, you are spitting while you're walking?
Yeah, I spit a lot.
Can you throw every punch hard for 12 rounds? Absolutely. Absolutely. Dudes used to do it for 15 rounds. The fuck was that? Sounds like he started welding. Taylor Swift in oh, Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. Yeah, man, every punch could be thrown hard and fast. Like with me, I had one rule. Every punch had to be either as fast as I can or as hard as I can. sometimes when I get really, really tired, it's easier for me to throw a snappy, fast shot. And I'll do
Okay,
that.
Marco,
Super tired.
I need some clarification. Again, never been in the ring, done a lot of shit, but for me, a softball swing is like the faster I swing that bat, the more bat speed I have, the harder I'm going to hit it. So how do you my question is, how do you differentiate between speed and power when you're throwing?
Okay. I wish I could hit something to show you. Okay, so speed is maybe like that. Power, you see the difference? It's a little extra shoulder, it's a little extra follow through. The speed is just boom, quick. Power is the follow through and everything. You kind of dig your legs down a little more. You turn your hip a little more. You snap your shoulder a little more. You bring that energy like Ryu from the ground up and boom and explode it down. That's power. Speed is just, so I guess speed's more of an arm punch, all speed, as opposed to a full body punch. It takes
That makes
less
a lot
out
of
of
sense.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. It takes less out of you, but oh, Alberto's here. Okay, I'm a little worried about this. I'm gonna let you. He's here. I'm gonna let him in.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let him in. But if it starts getting ugly, I'm going to have to kick whoever's being ugly out. Okay.
That's why I'm laying down conditions before we even start. And if he doesn't agree, then we just don't have to do it. But yeah, I got some ground rules to keep shit civil. Is my goal.
Let me do this first. Chat. Do you guys want to hear? Because they might not want to hear it. And
I'm sure they do that.
We got like 50, 60 people in here. Do you guys want to hear CJ and Alberto talk and possibly get into like something a little ugly or no?
Nope.
Tell me,
it's not gonna happen.
Well, like I said,
if we follow, I'll say this: if we follow the ground rules, it's impossible. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yes, do it. Okay, we got Mo. I got to get at least 10 yeses because I want to make sure everybody wants to do it.
It's spicy.
Get
I know.
gloves off. Get the likes up, chat. Yayin didn't say yes or no. He's too busy sharpening his sword.
I don't know.
Got the best uppercut in boxing. He takes all fades. There's Yayin. He's back. Okay, what do we got? I don't care about any of this mumbo jumbo. Okay, so Mo Franklin said no.
Yeah.
It's June, so good month to fix it. Clarissa, I guess that's a yes. I'll come back in about 30 minutes. Yeah, Franklin wants none of this, but let's wait to see what everybody else says. In the meanwhile, Lou, what up?
Yeah, back to boxing.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, Air Jesus, Air Jesus, what's up, blood? Let's do it. Yain, why don't you just say that? You're right here, goofball. Let them debate like the Wild Wild West with no rules. Damn, Kobe just what you asked? I'm asking if you want to hear these two dudes possibly go at it. Oh wait, there's Wavy. Wavy's back. What you think, Wavy? Should we let him go at it?
Birdie and CJ, that's must see TV.
Okay.
I'm with it.
All right. There he is. He's in.
There he is.
He's in.
All right.
What it do, Alberti?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm checking temperatures. What's good?
Ain't no temperature to check. I threw out the challenge, champ. You the one been ducking.
What you mean? You called DeMarco, so you couldn't let me
What you mean? What I mean is a week and a half ago when I was cammed up and you were in the chat, you didn't pull up. That's what I mean.
I don't have to cam up. You just want to keep it going. Tell the whole chat what
I want to keep it going. When you duck, I offered you $100 to push one button on your phone this morning. What do you mean? I want to keep it going.
That's true.
I don't need the money. Just air out your grievances.
Money,
you're a broke boy.
Grievances.
No, okay. Before we even start, I'm gonna get some ground rules set. Hey, give me.
It. You see, Marco?
Give me 1 minute.
I haven't said nothing, right, Marco? Dude's the one popping it.
Okay,
give me 1 minute. I'm gonna set out some ground rules, and if you agree to them, then we can go. But I'm not gonna have you talking over me and obfuscating, if you even know what that word means.
That's 3 jabs,
to get your point
Marco.
across.
He mimicked me. He said broke boy, and he said if
I
know
did.
what that word means. That's 3,
I did,
Marco.
because that's how you sound to me. Like the way
Marco,
I do your voice, that's how you sound to me in real life.
Keep it on track. Go with your ground rules, and let's see what happens.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Here, man, this is
Dude,
like,
let
hey,
Marco. You
Marco,
see what I mean?
Marco, this is like 50 Cent and John Rule going at it back in the day.
Marco, dude got cooked. I ran him off the block. Hey, chat, this is the dude who's been wolfing the whole time. You see what happens when you press him in real life?
Yo, E-Rock, why don't you jump
Dude
in?
ran off, Marco.
No, he's coming back.
He's trying to think of rebuttals.
Right now, man.
I'm off the top.
Nah,
He's trying to think of
fiending.
what to say to me.
He's fiending for this confrontation. Trust me.
Marco, he tries to sound real smart. He didn't even know what to say.
No, we'll see. We'll see when he comes back. These guys are going to war like Israel and Iran. Oh, Jesus. Well, we'll see.
Okay, here are my terms. I took 30 seconds off, and you had your time in the sun. That's the only time you're going to get. Do you agree to? Because I mean, I'm only laying it out like this because you refuse to cam up. So I'm giving you actually two choices. You can cam up, or you can agree to these rules.
You don't say shit. Get to your grievances.
Go ahead. Now, I sent this to Marco a couple days ago. So the debate format is as follows. So follow me. 2 minutes for opening arguments. You know what I mean? I'll go 2, you go 2. 2 minutes for rebuttals, 2. And then 1 minute for closing arguments, meaning a total of 10 minutes. A total of 10 minutes so I can get off what I want to say without being interrupted. You can do the same, and then we back and forth. And it'll take 10 minutes, champ. You down for that?
I like it.
Bro, get to it. You're wasting airtime.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Bro, get to it.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove the person who's not talking just so they don't jump in, okay? While they're talking. So
okay, hold on. Before you do that, Marco, because I am conceding him not camming up
clown, Marco.
And being transsexual. Just hear me out. I wanna no, I'm actually giving you more than you deserve because listen to what I'm saying. I don't want you to mute him during my opening arguments because I'm gonna ask him a series of yes or no questions, aka the Socratic method. Not that he knows what that is.
Marco,
or ever been to college or study philosophy. Okay, hold on. No. I'm laying the ground rules out before we start. See, you're already stepping on me. That's why I have to do this.
Okay, I get it.
That's why I have to lay out rules.
Bro, this ain't your show. We don't got
no, bitch. Shut up.
Marco, look at this.
I am going to ask a series of yes or no questions in the Socratic method. So I'm actually giving you some of my 2 minutes. I'm offering you some of my time. However, it's just going to be yes or no, and then you can elaborate in your own time. Do you agree to that? Do you agree to answer yes or no to certain questions? And then whatever you want to say after that, you got 4 more minutes, 5 more minutes.
Do you want to do it?
You agree to that?
Yeah, go. Even though this.
Okay, cool. Let's rock.
All right.
Yo, hold on.
Tell me when, Marco.
Kobe Bryant is live? Yo, shout out to Kobe, man. RIP Kobe, bro. The GOAT.
Okay. Tell me when to go.
That was random. Let me get the clock up. Hold on.
Again, just yes or no. You can elaborate on your own time. So as soon as he does start, which I know he is, to go, no way.
Here we go.
Mute him up at that point.
Ready?
Hey, Marco, go. Kobe Cam said, once you called him a bitch, all rules are off. That's my point, bro. This dude don't even got shit to say.
You're stepping on my toes. When does my time actually start?
All right, ready? Go. Starting.
Let's get it. I'm going to go on mute.
Bombardo, do you believe I'm actually homeless? Yes or no?
It's a real possibility.
No, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Does your answer take into account the fact that you were on live with me when we were calling the Tank Roach fight, and I was clearly in a suburban home? You take that into account while saying I'm homeless, or no? Yes or no?
Repeat it.
Come on, I got more. I don't need hesitation.
I don't know what you said, bro. You're like fucking stumbling.
I was in a suburban home, and you were talking shit on the Tank Roach fight. Did you take that into account when you said that I'm homeless? That you see me actually in a suburban nice home? Yes or no? You take that into account? I wasn't
looking at your background. I was watching the fight.
Okay, bitch. All right, let's move on. Is it?
Marco, dude's like a little girl.
This is my time, bitch. You will have all the time you want. You agreed to say yes or no, and now you're going back. I predicted this.
Go.
Fucking a minute ago. Now, let's move on. This is my time. Is it likely that a homeless person will be able to contribute hundreds of dollars a month across multiple channels and place a $1K bet if he's struggling for essentials to survive? Does that make sense to
Talk
you?
your shit,
Yes or no?
DJ. Talk your shit, man. Let's go.
Does that make sense? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Come on, bitch. You
Yes.
7 on time.
Hey, chill out,
It
bitch.
does.
You
That
gotta
makes
chill
sense
out.
to you. Okay,
I know
let's move on.
tomorrow's your
No,
day, but
it's
you
yes
gotta
or
chill
no.
out.
Shut the fuck up, or I'm gonna step on your time. You said yes or no. You agreed to the rules, and now you're going back
30
again.
seconds.
Mark, no. He took 30 seconds of my time.
Keep
Okay,
going.
Berto, do you believe that a black man can become an electrical engineer if he has enough discipline and diligence, or is that impossible? You believe I can become an electrical engineer if I actually try,
Yes.
or is that okay? If Marco sent you receipts to verify my occupation, would you believe it?
Yes.
Okay. Did you say the other day that you stream fights? You know, I think it was a day and a half ago, the morning stream yesterday. You
Fuck.
said you stream them and then immediately backtrack and said you buy them. Did you do that?
I don't know.
Whoa.
You did. Okay. Do you believe an American black man can train and run a marathon? Yes or no?
Yes.
This is. I'll end with this because I know my time is running out, even
I
though
know.
I have more
Hey,
questions.
Okay, go ahead.
One more. Did you? And this is really the crux of my argument and why I even have a problem with you. I disagree with people in boxing all the time, but here we go. And again, yes or no, I don't need you to obfuscate. You already stepped on my time and you got your time coming up. Did you look up my mother's personal info after Marco
no.
No. Let me finish my question. After Marco mistakenly showed her name on the live stream. Bear in mind, I only added her name to the Cash App as a heartfelt tribute and never posted my own name. I say that to say, if you didn't get my info from looking up my mom's name, because you don't have my name, you had to use her name to even get my info. So clearly you did do that. So did you do that? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay,
This
and
is
I'll
a
let him
dark
explain on
man.
his own time how he
Right.
got my info from my mom's name.
So now
You got it.
I'm gonna give him 2.5 minutes since or two-ish, and all right, we'll go. All right, you ready, Alberto?
He should have
Yeah,
a minute 30. He
I don't
stepped
even
on
need
my
2
time.
minutes.
Why should he get more time for stepping on me? He cut. I
All
had
right,
like way more
let's do
questions and he
two.
cut me off.
Let's do two then.
He
Two
said
minutes. You
yes.
ready?
No, he said he would agree to yes, no, and he didn't. He didn't abide by
Okay.
the rules.
Okay. Chill
So
out.
fuck
You
him.
ready, Alberto? You ready?
Marco, this dude's too emotional. Like, this is
Are you?
beneath
Do you
me.
want
Okay.
to do it or no?
No, you
Nah, I'm
pussy.
just tell this dude to get off the stream, Marco.
So you don't want to
This
do
is
it?
a
Okay.
darker, deeper criminal lane
Look how
right there.
worked up he is.
Ooh,
All right.
he agreed, but when I actually came with the real questions, no, I cannot
Okay. So
accept that a black man is more successful than me. You cannot be an electrical
okay.
engineer. And yes, I did look up your mama.
So
Marco,
you're
you
done,
Is
gotta
that
cut
it?
dude off.
Alberto?
Hey,
Are you
Tell the
done?
Alberto, stay
truth.
on, bro. Alberto, bro, stay on, bro. Cook, bro. Take your
Are
rounds and
you done, or you don't want to do it?
get your lick back, bro. Let's
You
go.
couldn't get through opening statements. You couldn't go one round. Sit down,
Dude,
bitch.
Marco, dude.
Yes.
Look, even Rob even sent the chat. The way he says the B word, this dude sounds
Are you
gay as
gonna
fuck.
continue with the debate or
Yeah.
no? Another
You
yes,
want to
no. That's
go?
my final yes, no.
I'm asked one more time, and then we'll just move on. Do you want to go or no?
I mean, I don't have nothing to say. Dude's like a
Okay.
clown. The whole
Okay,
chat could see it.
Okay.
got you.
Okay. Got it. Well, that didn't
Thank
raise
you.
any.
Well,
I
that was it. That's all I wanted.
I'm gonna step away for a second, Alberto. I'm gonna take you off for a second. Now you didn't do anything wrong. I just don't want you guys to start going at it. Hold it down for me for 2 seconds, though, everybody.
Well, I have nothing more to. Well, I did have a lot more to say. I could dig way deeper, but that was the PG-13 version. You couldn't even stand up to that. So it is what it
Yeah,
is,
that was
champ.
tense, man. So you said Alberto looked up your mom's name?
Yeah, Marco mistake again. Like I said, I put her name on my Cash App as a tribute because she can't, work her own finances anymore, unfortunately. So I'm like, let me give a shout out to my mom, and then people will see my mom every time I do something, keep her name alive. And
Right.
he only posted my information, my personal information, based on that. Again, he never seen my name, so he looked at my mother's name, and then he told the chat where I live. So I mean, it's not, you can't
All
Wow.
right.
argue against that, and I think that's why he doesn't want to go back and forth, because there's no rebuttal for that. You can't
Did you
you can't
want to
dodge
make
that.
Did you want to make your closing argument anyway, even though he's not here?
Nah, man, that's cool.
No.
I mean, him tapping out is that's it. I don't need to go on about it. He said I was
So
hyped, but that was what, 2 minutes, and you were talking for half the time. So
what
how hyped could I
happened?
really be?
What happened with the
Yes,
thing
I
that you?
get hype about protecting my family. I'm not gonna let you step on my family because you're fucking racist. So if I'm out of line for that, then fuck it.
What happened with the thing with your mom exactly? What did he write about her in the chat? I don't remember.
No. It's not. And dude, I think it was Yayan that's up here. I don't have the shit on full screen, but I'm gonna tell you what I told him. So after you held up the Cash App to the screen, like he hadn't said shit personal about me, but before that point, after
Right.
you showed my mom's name, that I again put my Cash App on as a tribute to her, to give her like a feeling of autonomy that she's lost. That's the point that he posted my location where I used to live. So obviously he used my mother's name because he never saw my name. He used my mother's name to look up my info. And that's why I said, okay, you must have her residential info as well, because you used her name to get to me.
Let me get this straight. So he just mentioned the town you're from.
It was a little more than that, but essentially.
Okay, because didn't you talk about what town you're from since you and E-Rock?
No. After that, when I was trying to rock with E-Rock and the information was already out there, then I said, yeah, I'm currently in Vacaville. But no, he was the first one to put that in the air. And again, there's no way he could have gotten that information without looking up my mom's info and linking that to me. That's my main gripe. I can argue boxing all day. The only reason I get upset at Alberto specifically, look, I haven't even clapped back at Chicago, who is an open racist, right? The only reason I took that personal is because he put my mom's safety in jeopardy. So that's it. That's the only reason I got. If you want to say I got hyped, cool. But that's a valid reason to get hyped to protect your family. So fuck him. Fuck him forever.
That's Mon. No, I understand. That's Mon Dukes. Like, now I get why he's so mad, because that's some personal shit. Like, we got to keep this shit boxing.
And there was no other explanation. He saw her name, didn't see my name, and then located me. The only explanation is that he went, looked at my mom's information, found that I was her son, and then got to me. He couldn't debate that, so that's why he dropped off, and that's it.
He also openly says he looks people up. I mean, he doesn't deny that. He says that all the time.
Okay, well, yeah, he does, and that's some bitch shit. So I put it into it tonight. That was my only goal. Now I can calm down and talk boxing. That was my whole objective for the night. So it's cool now. I don't have to ever bring him up again.
Alberto's in the chat trying to come back up to explain himself about what
No, he already dropped it out of the debate. You can't. I mean, he can, and I got more ammo for him. But come on.
Let me ask the chat. Chat, do you want Alberto to come in or no? In case Alberto, you are the father. In the case of Alberto Alfredo, you are the father.
Yo, shout out to Mo Braves, man. That's funny, bro.
Oh shit! You guys want? Okay, they're all saying yes. All right, I'll bring them in.
Bring out Birdie back, man.
So here's what we're gonna do. We'll do the same thing. We'll do the 2 minutes. Okay. There he is.
And I'll actually let him get his 2 minutes.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll start it.
I'll go on mute.
Marco, I wasn't going to debate dude because this is beneath me, Like, dude's a clown, but the thing I'm going to say is...
Explain yourself.
Go. 2 minutes.
Okay, so Marco, dude is lying. This is why I have to come back in. I wasn't even going to come in and speak on shit, but he put his mom's Cash App on the screen, correct?
I did.
Oh, you did? Yes.
By mistake, yeah. I held it up and it said her. It just said the name, which was her name, I guess, her first name.
So naturally, I was like, who's that, right?
Right.
Okay. So then he had already been mentioning in the chat that him and Vlogs are from Vacaville.
Right.
This was before. So all I posted was...
No, let him talk. Let him talk.
All I said was, Marco, CJ's in Vacaville, right? And this dude's over here acting like I dropped the location. I don't even know the address. That's why when he super chatted you $20, Marco, that's because he wanted to block me out. Okay. So dude made this whole shit. That's why I always told him, Marco, post the screenshot of where I put 123 Brown Avenue. I never posted an address. This dude just fabricated the whole story. All I said was CJ's in Vacaville, right? And the way I was able to ascertain that was from him and Vlog saying they're from Vacaville. This dude's a fucking dumbass.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't remember. I do remember you and E-Rock talking about Vacaville from early on. Is it possible that's true?
No, that was months after fucking Alberto said, "You're in Vacaville way." That's months after.
And
So,
this dude, Marco,
I mean,
this
if you
dude
can't
thinks
be
because he's
honest,
black, he can be racist, bro. Shut the fuck
if you
up.
can't be honest, okay, that leads into my next question because you don't want to go over the debate format. So let's just hash it out. Because you already dropped down like a little bitch. I offered you $100 to turn your camera on. You're a coward. I wish you would just admit it. But my next question, since I didn't get to finish because you were stepping
Alberto,
on me
that's
in my
easy
opening
money, my
statement,
boy.
do
$100.
you?
I'll turn the CJ. I'll turn the camera on right now for
Nobody
$100.
wants you.
It ain't about that. It's about
My bad,
principle.
my bad.
I know you will. It's about principle.
Look, Mo just said
Do you
CJ
believe?
100%
Hey, I
said
got
he was
one
in
more question.
Vacaville.
I just got one more question for you, Bomberto. Please,
Bro,
escúchame.
quit being racist. That's why
Escúchame,
like
way.
you work at McDonald's. That's why you're over here.
I
being
know I
on
do.
the internet.
Guys. Let's keep
Marco,
I
it.
know
you
I
think this
do.
dude
Even though
makes
you
money?
said,
Hey, man, keep
I
it
know.
cordial, man.
I know. Keep it cordial.
This dude's
Go ahead.
being racist on the internet. I would
he
never
is.
do such a thing.
I know he is.
I'm getting to that. I would never do such a thing. I just prefer Mexicans over everybody and always hit on black fighters, but I would never be racist. Shut the fuck up. I wish you would be
Marco, don't you
honest
see
about your
his
shit.
whole grievances?
I wish you would be honest about your shit. Yeah, about my mom, you fucking bitch. Now,
What
the
did
next
I
question.
say? See, you're an
Do
emotional
you
woman.
believe
This is
do
why
you
your
believe
seed's
that
gonna die with you. No woman wants to
do
reproduce
you
with you. Look at how you get. Look at how
I've
you
had an
get.
ex-wife. I've had an
All right,
ex-wife and two
guys.
You're
pregnancies. You
44.
never
You're
had a
gonna die
girlfriend.
alone. Come
Guys,
on,
this isn't
man.
going
This
anywhere.
Yo,
dude's a
I'm
clown.
trying to get. I was afraid of. That's why I tried to set up the format. But the dude
Right.
dropped down. He wants to come up and just fucking
Well,
obfuscate.
he
I haven't
said,
gotten a sentence
all right,
off
here's what we're gonna do.
since he
Here's what we're
fucking.
gonna do. I'm gonna drop him off, and now you want to give your closer, and then I'll bring him in to do his. You guys can't do it together.
No, I only had. It's not
So,
even necessary. I only had one question to him. He wouldn't let me get out because
Go ahead.
he knows he can't stand on his shit. He says I did a racist impression, so I just want to ask him if doing an impression. Well, it's a two-part question. Is doing an impression of one person inherently racist? And also, when George Lopez imitates a generic black person, is that also racist? So, is an impression racist off top? And when George Lopez does it, is that racist?
Okay, so that was
That's it.
yours. Okay, so I'm gonna
I got so much more, but he can't answer any questions. So go
I'm
ahead.
gonna bring you down. I'm gonna bring him up. All right.
Hey, Marco, you notice the views going up, man? This is heated, man. This is must see
it
TV.
just dropped 10.
Marco, you see how emotional this dude gets? He's like dropping the B word left and right. You think this is normal behavior from a 40? Marco, I know he's super chatty, so you want to stay on his good side, but you know this dude's weird as fuck.
I mean, obviously, I like super chats, but if somebody, I'm not gonna keep.
But like, I'm telling you for your honest opinion, you think that's how a 44-year-old man, like 44 years you've been on this planet, and this is how you're getting on the internet?
I don't think it matters how old you are.
Marco, yes, it does. You have wisdom.
Nah, no.
This dude.
I know people older than him who fly off the handle way worse. So it's all depends the kind of person you are.
That's why when you asked him, Marco, you asked him straight up when you dropped me off, you're like, did he actually post like 1, 2, 3 Brown Lane? He like reneged for a bit. Then he put no, because I never posted an address, Marco. I don't even know how to look that up, to be honest. I just be trolling and shit in the chat.
Right.
All I said was I was able to determine he was from Vacaville with prior conversations he had with vlogs. I don't even know where the fuck dude's at, to be honest.
Okay.
So the whole thing.
Mo Brain's in the chat.
Mo Brain even confirmed it, Marco.
Yeah.
What Mo
he said they had mentioned it like before in the chat. Before
that's what I thought. But
yes, he 100%. That's why he's always talking about the Bay Area. Yeah, and he's always talking about I'm a thug and all this like weird ass shit. He's been said where he's at. That's where I put that, Marco. This dude, why do you think he sent you $20 and gave you the ultimatum? Like block him or I have to leave? Because dude was just mad that I don't support black fighters. He just outed himself. His whole thing with me is that I don't go for black fighters, therefore I'm racist.
I mean, is that not crazy though? You just admitted that you don't support black fighters.
I never said that, bro.
You just said that.
No, he said.
But to be honest, Gian, earlier on the show, you said all your top fighters, your favorite fighters were black, but you're black as you should. What's the problem with me supporting my people?
I mean, I get that, bro, but
there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
And then lastly, he said, "Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. This dude's
there's a difference between like favoritism and being like race, like not liking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Marco, you could hear like the venom in his voice. You see how worked up he is? Like this dude really like is super mad. Like
yeah, but
like,
you know he's also going through like his mom's sick. Like I don't blame him. You know what I mean?
But leave it at the door. Don't take it out on the chat. And then lastly, Marco, he said, "Is it racist when George Lopez imitates like you know when he imitates other races?" Last time I checked, that's like a multi-millionaire comedian, right? And you could tell this dude wasn't doing impressions off the rip. Like, hey guys, look at my impressions. He did that as a direct shot to me. So he's not doing it in good faith.
Well,
He's
I
doing
guess your history of doxing people, other people, maybe I don't know. He says you did it, but even if you didn't, you can't blame him for thinking you did that because you say that to a few people in the chat that you're going to look him up and you got paperwork and all that shit you said. So how can you blame him for assuming that?
You know what I really think rubbed him the wrong way, Marco, is that he feels like he kind of has some type of authoritative position because he sends you money. Like he's always throwing that in your face. I sent hundreds of dollars. I sent hundreds of dollars. I feel like he thought that you would have gotten rid of me because he has such disdain for me, but he doesn't know that I've been here way before he has.
Look, I think you've both said some shit. I think it's you guys need to just kind of he needs to not react. You need to kind of chill out. You guys have been okay lately, so
yeah, Marco. I wasn't even gonna call him out his name. This dude's calling me like the B word like 10 times. That shit's super disrespectful. We don't play about that word. He's just dropping it like if it's bro or bruh.
No, I know, but he's upset. That's his way of trying to disrespect you back because he feels like you disrespected him.
But that's why I would have. This debate could have gone longer if he refrained from using those kinds of words. I'm up here just trying to get to the root of it, and I already cooked him because he fabricated that I dropped an address. I never did. That's where his whole argument, like that was the crux of his argument. I just took it out.
But again, like I said, the fact that you have done that or say that you've looked people up, can you blame him?
No, but I think he took it and ran with it, though, for sure.
Maybe. But all right. So go ahead.
Yeah. No. That's why, Marco, remember that day when it happened? He's like, he threatened to leave. Like, he gave you an ultimatum. He was like, hey, if you don't block him, I got to leave. And then he sent like a $20 super chat. Like, that to me was like very obvious. He was basically trying to bribe you to block me because you had never done it before. He's like, all right, I'm going to lie about this story and say that he doxed my mom. And I'm going to send the $20 and then Marco for sure blocked me.
Well, if you wouldn't have said that other shit, you were saying shit about a few other people, I wouldn't have, one incident, but it's been a couple times. So it's like, saying certain things about people goes too far. You know what I mean? So, but I think at this point, let's just dead it. I think
I'm trying to dead it with dude. Let him back on. Let's see if he chilled out.
I don't know if I could let you guys off together because I think it's going to start consuming the whole chat.
I'll mute myself. He can get off his shit.
Look, how about y'all just both apologize and it's just going from there?
How about what?
They just both apologize and then
there's
no.
He won't do it.
That's not happening. That's a great Yayan. That's a great suggestion.
I'll do it for the betterment of the channel because I'm not self-absorbed.
All right. CJ, are you down?
That's real, Alberto.
CJ, are you down to both apologize? Put it in the chat or whatever because I don't know if he is, but let's see.
Hey Alberto, what flavor Slurpee you drinking tonight, bro?
Hey Wavy, that was you, bro.
Nah, man. No. We got the proof, Alberto. I was actually talking while that happened, bro. So there's no way.
I think it was Yayan for sure.
Yeah,
it was either you or Yayan. But Yayan,
that wasn't me, Marco.
I mean, it's a Slurpee.
So what? It wasn't me, man.
You did not prove it.
No, Marco, if I show you the slurp, I showed you the part where it slurp and my name don't light up. How is that me?
But neither did his.
But Oval Office, I think on the replay it didn't light up, but Oval Office said like he was watching and he saw your shit light up, bro.
Nah, it would show. We'll never know because the truth is Oval Office was on camera. It wasn't him. Wavy was talking. Unless there was somebody next to him slurping, it wasn't him. So it had to be one of you. Wavy, what's up? You had one of your girls next to you sucking down a fucking big gulp?
Whoa,
it's possible, gang. It's possible,
What happened, Wavy?
My little Dominicana, you know what I'm saying?
That's the only other option. There was somebody because your shit was lighting up.
But that's not the sound you make when you're sucking dick, Marco. That sounded like a Slurpee or like the end of like a drink.
Sound you make when you're sucking
like when you're getting head, that's not what you hear is what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. When you're getting topped off, that's not what you hear. That's what come on, man.
I'm sorry. Relax, bro. Relax.
I'm sorry. I won't be immature.
Yeah, come on, Marco. You know what I meant to say. When you're getting dumbed up, that's not what I hear. I don't know about y'all cats, but that's not what I hear. I don't hear like, come on. That's like the end of a drink. Let's be mature, Marco. Come on.
Yo, we might have to camp Alberto down, man. This conversation is gone too left, man. It's gone too left, bro. Yo.
You guys are great, man. I'll tell you that. This is fun. You guys
That's
are
what I'm
good.
saying, Marco. I'm not even trying to get into it with dude because dude's just like, I'm just trying to squash the shit. That's why I came up. Marco, when I came on, Marco, when I've been on the streams ever since you unbanned me, which was his request, right? I never mention him. I don't go at him. I'm not calling him the B word. I just come here to talk boxing and chill with the community. And even right now, I didn't come with ill intention. I'm just trying to get to his grievance to call out that he lied. I never posted the address. He was very adamant, Marco. He was trying to insinuate to you that I posted like the address with the zip code with
I
the
never
city.
I never saw that. But
because I never did, Marco.
I never saw that, but also I don't always pay. You know, sometimes I'll you know, skim through chat, so I didn't see that though either. But
did you see what CJ said?
What? Now, what he said?
He said,
I'm looking for him.
He said,
oh, here
as previously mentioned, I tried to squash it. The night of the Tank Rush fight, he chose to be petty.
So he doesn't want to. Yeah.
Bring him back on, Marco. I'm really trying to squash this shit. Like,
what if he starts calling you a bitch again? You're not gonna.
I'll just leave at that point. I mean,
okay.
To me, that's immature. Yeah.
There he is. He's back.
Welcome back, CJ.
What up?
He's probably punching a tree right now. You know the TIE fighters train. He's just like punching holes in trees. He's so mad.
I think shit just went too far, to be honest.
Yep.
Didn't have to.
Yeah, it did go too far, and I never said you posted a specific address, but I know that you can. And stop, you're the one fucking lying. Me and E-Rock weren't even rocking like that. No pun intended. Before you said Vacaville's, and he was like, "Oh shit, you're in Vacaville too." That's the whole reason we linked up. So stop you're fucking lying.
Honest to God, that's how I saw it. You and E-Rock were talking about meeting at the bar.
One more bitch for the road. Only because I don't respect men who aren't honest. It's not like even a super personal thing. It's just like, if you're gonna do some shady shit, stand on it. Just say, I hate black people or I hate you personally, and cool, I can respect that. I actually respect Chicago more than you because he's just outright with his shit. Stand on what you say, dude.
You said
Mo
you were in Vacaville.
You did say you were in Vacaville beforehand. That's what Mo said.
Well, that's what Mo said, but Mo is also Hispanic, and he's been against me for the last couple of weeks. Ever since I did that little impression of Alberto and the Hispanic voice, he's been against me. Before that, Mo was rocking with me heavy, so I don't take that seriously. If anyone else can verify that, I might take it more seriously, but he hasn't been fucking with me since then.
I do think I think y'all did say that before. I'm gonna just keep it real.
I do too, but I can't 100% remember, but I think you guys.
If I gotta do the research, I can. Just like Alberto, you said you would believe if I sent, some electrical engineering paperwork to Marco, you would believe that, right? So you wouldn't call me homeless anymore, or you would still do it.
Well, I didn't understand you at the end. You were being a little racist.
Huh?
You got it.
All right. So this obviously is not going to go anywhere.
No, Marco, I didn't. I think
no,
you were doing
not.
the impression.
No, but
I would if you sent Marco the work. Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, then. Okay. I got one more thing, and I'm not gonna call you a bitch anymore, even though that's what I believe in my heart. I won't say it anymore. Other than the fact that I didn't wear my retainer when I was 13, what problem do you have with me? Like, what can you verify? What can you actually verify? Like, when I say shit about you, like, if I say you're broke, it's because you never donate to any of the channels you claim to support. So that's like, I have evidence for that. Besides me having a gap because I didn't wear a retainer when I was a teenager, what issue do you have with me that you can verify with evidence? Obviously not homeless, right? You said you agreed to that.
Even if you were homeless, that shouldn't be an issue.
No, I mean, but it's just ridiculous. It's just a symptom of his racism. Like, a black man can't be more successful than me, right? That's what it comes off as. There's no way you're an engineer because black people are beneath me. That's how I interpret that. And that's another feather in his cap, if you will. So besides that, what can you verify with evidence, things you have a problem with me? That's all I want to know, because everything I say about you, I back up with facts. You don't show yourself, so I can assume you're a trans person. You don't donate, so I can assume you're broke. So what can you verify like that?
All right, Marco. This dude's not trying to patch it up. He's already Look at how he's.
Thank you.
Marco.
Thank
All right.
you. It was no
All right.
profanity. It was just a direct question, and you're ducking. That's all I need
Marco,
to know.
so
That's all the
okay.
chat needs to
So
know.
Rob, okay, so not to throw no one under the bus, Marco. So by his logic, Rob Calico is broke because he's always in here and he never donates.
A lot of people don't donate.
I
Does
don't
he
equate.
accuse me of being broke, though? Does Rob talk to me about how I'm broke and homeless?
Good point.
Or is that just you? Right? You
That's
can't
just me.
throw rocks and hide your hands. That's the issue. I'm not saying everyone has to donate. That's something I choose to do because I appreciate the content and people allow me to have a platform. You never do and call other people broke.
I've
So
donated twice.
that's the issue.
All right.
Yeah, you donated about $7. How much would you assume I've donated?
All right, guys. At this point, I think we should move on. You got everything
Fair
off
enough.
your chest, right, CJ?
Correct.
Okay, good. So can you
Absolutely.
guys stay in together, or do one of you want to kind of step off?
I'm not going to address him personally.
Yeah, let's talk boxing, Marco. That's what I was trying to do the whole time. I don't come in
Okay.
here to. Yeah.
Y'all gonna catch a fade.
Can I say
Nah,
one thing before this topic over with them?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna just say this. Even before CJ was coming in chat, Alberto, I did notice that you don't support Black fighters as much. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he kind of admitted that. And there goes that question. Does that make somebody racist, or what's the difference between racist and supporting your own kind?
I mean,
Or is that racist?
I think let me just respond to this broadly. I think when you do it blindly, like you can never name a fight where you chose the black fighter over a Hispanic fighter, then yes, you're just being biased. You're not looking at boxing objectively and not being analytical. Right. That's how I feel like. For example, I knew Canelo was going to beat Charlo's ass. I didn't say, yeah, let's go for the black man, because no, it was fucking obvious. So
Right.
that's my issue. But you know,
But you were proud.
it's all good, man.
But were you rooting for Charlo? Even though
Fuck
you thought
no.
No, okay.
I wasn't rooting for nobody. I don't like either fighter, so I said fuck it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's a sticky topic. Like, is it racism? Is it favoritism? Is it, you know what I mean, when people go for their own?
No, I say when there's like a 0% chance that you would ever go root for anyone outside your race, that you can't actually analyze shit objectively and break down X's and O's. That's where it's clown shit to me.
Yeah, I mean, and me, like, even if I was racist, I still would be shit out of luck because the white fighters are usually the least fucking talented in the competition.
I'm not even touching on that.
Which is true.
Right. That's all I want to say. Though we can move on. Though.
Okay. Yeah, and people, it's very racially charged times. Not only for the black culture, but recently with the Mexicans. You know what's going on over there in California and all that. So it's fucked up these days. I guess everybody should try to be. I guess what's the word?
Empathetic.
Empathetic, right? There we go. Thank you. Empathetic, or right? Yeah, everybody should try to be for each other.
I just want to say that real quick. I think with all the shit that's going on in LA, I thought it was just like real insensitive,
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where were you in 2020?
Yeah. Everybody has their own shit. Everybody's going through shit. Except us Bulgarians. We're
Alberto, is there any black boxers that you like? Like, can you name one?
Yes, bro. I love Tank.
Okay, all right.
This dude named one fighter, man. This dude crazy.
Well, he asked him.
And I was a big Spence fan before he retired.
Okay.
I actually went for him against Mikey Garcia.
Okay.
Really? I mean,
yeah.
He was a bomb at 135 pounds.
There we go. That's a big one.
I was a big Spence fan.
But that's like saying, that's like saying I got black friends, or my mama, Uncle Black. This stuff.
No,
like
but
this
I mean, he's Mexican, so I mean, it's
normal. Okay, yeah. Name 5 Mexicans you go for.
Yeah, like it's normal.
You can't list 5.
His own people.
That's a good question. What about you, Yayan? 5 Mexicans.
David off top. That's my guy.
Well,
everybody says David too.
Yeah, Juan Marquez is one of my favorite boxers of all time.
Raul Marquez?
Juan Marquez.
Oh, Juan Manuel Marquez. Okay.
Is we going all time right now?
The current.
Well, current's a little like, but go ahead.
Andy Cruz, bro. Andy Cruz.
Bam.
He not
Andy
Mexican.
Cruz is Cuban.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, I thought you
That's
meant like
racist,
Spanish.
baby.
Okay,
Wavy.
my bad.
Oh, that's
My
racist.
bad. Bro. I thought we were talking about just Hispanic, Mexican.
Give me
I would say, damn,
He's like
Canelo. I like Canelo. I just
Yeah.
don't like the fact that he's
give him
ducking David.
Canelo.
But Canelo's like me saying Tank.
Yeah, okay. Damn.
I'm trying to think. Bro.
See, I put them on the frying pan, Marco, and they
Bro,
can't.
it put me on the spot, bro.
Well,
if you
yeah.
just said Spanish in general, I can name like 5 off rip.
Nah, I mean Canelo and Bam
I think
Rodriguez are probably the best, right?
I think Marco, what it is for me is like I'm looking for action in the fight. So like I don't really appreciate the
see,
like
that's his point,
Shakur
bro.
style. But I like Abdullah Mason because he's like he has
I got
way
you.
better defense. He has
I
like
got
better
you.
defense than the fighters I typically go for, but he also has as much action, which is why I really can appreciate him.
You like the
It has
Mexican
nothing
style.
to do with the race.
You like the Mexican style.
Yeah, I like action. I like to see boxing to see people get hit, not to see how good people can dodge punches.
Right. I mean, look, man, Jose.
That's just my preference.
Yeah. I mean, shit. And those are the two prominent races in boxing over in history, right? Mexican and black, basically. Those are the two like that produce the most legendary fighters in history, I believe.
Yeah, Rafael, Espinosa, Virgil Ortiz. Them fighters I like to.
Oh, Virgil's Mexican, right? Forgot about him.
Yeah, Virgil Ortiz. Yep.
Do we count Benavidez because he's only half, or we do?
But he's Mexican though. He claimed,
Oh, Alberto, I think Pitbull beat Tank when I saw that fight. I think Pitbull won that fight.
Nah, I was going. I thought Tank edged it out slightly, but he edged it out.
You see, I'm black. I think Pitbull won. You Mexican. You think Tank won.
But I'm a Tank fan. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna give him a half a point for that.
Nah, come on, that's a full point.
Oh, Bam Bam too. Bam Bam is Mexican, right?
He sure is.
Honestly, I hype up Bamala in the chat, but his style's all right.
I mean,
I love him.
I
love Bam.
That's why you don't like him.
I guess I like kind of like that recklessness. That's why I like
you like dudes that go for the knockout, right?
No, but I don't just like phone booth style either. I that to me is just like two idiots like Rock'em Sock'em. I like a little bit of danger. I like them to be a little reckless.
Michael Carbajal was.
Let me acknowledge this. As much as as much as we just went through it, I appreciate you adding a bit of nuance because that's the impression I got. You want people to just go out there and knock each other's heads off and get brain damage because that's entertaining for you. But okay, you add a little nuance to the conversation, so I can appreciate that. See, I can give credit. Even when he cracked on me the other day, I said, "Damn, that was a funny joke." Shout out to you. But
that's see, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I feel like
that comes with maturity.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's selfish for me to say as like I'm just the guy sitting on the couch watching, but those guys are putting their livelihood on the line. I know for them, the most important thing is getting out of the ring healthy, right, Marco?
Who's the most exciting Mexican fighter of all time to watch?
Julio Cesar Chavez.
You remember?
Okay, yeah, I would go with.
What about Michael Carbajal?
I would go with that.
I don't know him. What about Ricardo Lopez?
To me, Fernando Vargas.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, look. Hey, that's his AB. Yayan.
But Marco, that's his AB. He embodies.
Crazy thing, not to cut you out. I can admit that his career is way better than Adrian Broner's.
Is it though? He lost to almost all of the big challenges.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. But he fought way more competition than AB. So.
That's a good point. Yeah, he fought everybody. Yeah, he fought everybody. So okay, so you think it's Vargas? I mean, Ricardo Lopez was exciting, but Carbajal had that one punch. Like, I'm trying to think. Castillo was very exciting to watch. Jose Luis Castillo. I'm trying to think of other dudes.
De La Hoya.
Yeah, but I guess I'm thinking of Mexican, like Mexican born.
Or
and he's not.
Morales.
If we're doing Mexican American. Okay, yeah, De La Hoya. No, De La Hoya might be the most exciting. He was, I mean, speed, power, all that. Morales and Barrera were fun, but I don't know. At that weight, like, they didn't have crazy power. Like, to me, power is exciting to me as well. I'm a fan of pure boxing. Bam for me. Yeah, I mean, Bam's good. Bam's another one of those guys, though, that he doesn't look like he hits that hard to me. even though he knocks people out. Do you guys agree, or does he look like he's popping you?
No, I think if you watch Bam closely, he get like a lot of knockouts due to body shots.
He does. Yeah. He invests in that breadbasket like he works for Stelladoro. That's a fact.
My boy Steph.
Oh shit! The mustache is in the house. I don't think he has a mustache anymore, but Triple G is not Mexican. You clown. She's a
Oh, that's
clown.
racist.
Yeah, she is racist. We gotta hit her with it. But she's but she's trolling. You know how she is. Margarito. That was exciting too, though.
Man, I'm happy Cotto beat his ass in that second fight.
He fucked him up. Mexican liver punch. Yeah, he fucked him up. With the porno stash. Yeah.
Hey Marco, you going live for the fight tomorrow with Brian Norman Jr.?
What time is that? What channel? Do you know? Or what?
It's 7 a.m. for you on ESPN Plus.
7 a.m. Nah, that's not happening.
I'm gonna have to get up at 4 a.m.
Oh, right, because he's fighting in Japan, right? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Most exciting Mexican fighter from Mexico, you can argue, is Chavez or Salvador Sanchez. Salvador is one. But you guys know my opinion on him. His career was too short because he died so young.
What race was Brian? What's the dude that had all the knockouts? But he was like something was wrong with his brain. He was like
Valero.
Yeah.
He was from Venezuela. Yeah, no, he would have been. He was super exciting. Yeah, he was fucking crazy. I gotta be in the gym around then. I'm gonna be up. Shit, fuck that. Ruben Olivares. Ooh, yes, Ruben Olivares. That's one. Where do you rank?
Yo, real quick before you continue with the chat. And not to prolong the beef, but I have to ask one last question. It just came to mind. Alberto, if you lose the bet, will you honor it?
Oh,
it's not even about me. That's between you and Yayin. Will you honor the terms of the bet if you lose? Yes or no?
Yeah, I'm on the record.
Okay. All right. Johnny Tapia. Valero did kill his wife and then killed himself in prison. Crazy. Stabbed her to death and then hung himself in prison.
Man, let's talk about how Juan Marquez almost caught a body in the ring with Pacquiao, though, man. That's got to be one of the best knockouts ever.
It's one of the most, I believe it's one of the most shocking.
Like definitive. It was just, yeah,
but
out of nowhere.
Because Pacquiao was doing that to other people, one.
Yeah.
Two, Marquez is not known as a knockout puncher. Right? That's why I think it was so shocking. We were just like,
placement and timing.
But I think I gotta keep it a buck. He was on steroids.
Who?
Marquez.
Nah.
That's my guy, but he was on steroids. He never had a
that was Ryan
like
Garcia,
that.
man. Don't. Now Marquez did test positive for steroids, but not in that specific fight. Not that.
Nah, wavy. I don't know if you know like the drug suppliers. He was with Memo Heredia. That dude's like a known, like he's like Victor Conti. He was 100% on steroids. Like if you look at his fight before that, he wasn't like all cut up and beefy like that. Pause.
Hey, but you give Ryan credit for being Devin, so shout out to Juan Marquez being on the Austin as well, man. That was a beautiful knockout. You know, great for the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you're honestly right. I do give fair play. Yep. I guess I gotta shut up about that. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
you just give a shout out for someone taking PEDs. I never thought I would hear that.
I'm just doing it to fuck with Alberto, man, because
I know
he loves bragging about that Ryan Garcia fluke. You know, it was confirmed to be a fluke when we saw how he looked against Rolly, right? Like, you know, like I feel like that's the proof.
Yeah, man. I mean, I really I wanted to debate him on that topic and not some personal stuff, but I'm actually glad we got that out of the way, and hopefully we can move on. But I was looking to debate somebody on Haney, but I didn't.
Let's debate. Let's go. I think we're past it.
Well,
champ.
Yeah, let's say
that tonight. I'm emotionally exhausted. Like I said, I was training for the marathon. I just went to see my sick mom, and I had that little, tiff with you. So maybe tomorrow.
I think Ryan looks so shitty partially too because I mean the dude did have hand surgery, which was confirmed with all the the pictures and all this, all the incisions and all that. I mean, look, I don't like making excuses for anybody, but I mean, how could that not have affected him when he clearly had hand surgery after? And let's be real, Ryan Garcia never looked that bad before. Even early in his, like, he never was that inactive against somebody who can't box. I don't know. I believe the hand.
Hey, but Rolly whooped his ass in sparring, though. He whooped his ass before.
I did 2 videos, Wavy, and 1 video Ryan whooped his ass. I have 2 videos. I actually got a lot of views. I broke down all the sparring. So yeah, Rolly got the better of him one time, but Ryan got the better of him in the other one.
Okay, but one thing, didn't he get surgery on his right hand?
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
So that wasn't the left hook hand.
I said the same thing, but you know, when you're in there and you're completely what's the word I'm looking for? When you have something at a disadvantage, I forget what the word is. Somebody help me out. But whatever. When you're at a disadvantage, sometimes it fucks your whole head up. You know what I mean? Like he could throw it, but then that's all he could throw. But you're right. Maybe I did a video. I don't know if you guys saw it, of a dude who had his shoulder dislocated and he ended up getting the knockout. He just kept throwing that one arm that worked.
Yeah.
But it does fuck with your head if you have an injury where, you know, and you're at such a disadvantage. You know, it is possible. But on the other hand, Wavy, you're right. It was the left hand. Why didn't he fucking at least try and fire it? I don't know. But he didn't even try. That's the shit. It's not like he was trying. Why didn't he even try?
Right.
Austrian wouldn't make him not try. It would just make the shit be slower and weaker.
Yep. Yes.
Ryan's not a real fighter. That's why.
Handicap. That was
where. Yeah, he's one-dimensional. Yeah, he's a very one-dimensional.
Ryan.
He can't even do a shoulder. Like he tried to do the little Floyd shoulder roll. He's not even doing it right.
That was that was the Victorville roll. That's absolutely right.
Getting hit in the back of his head and all that.
I mean, to me, it's amazing how underdeveloped his right hand. Like he has possibly, next to Roy Jones, the fastest left hook I've ever seen. Like just speed wise, faster than Sugar Ray Leonard. To me, it's unbelievable. But the fact that his right hand is mediocre at best is so crazy. How could one arm, and it's not even like he's a lefty. He's not his right hand should be the fucking stronger, faster one. Because that's his dominant hand.
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up, Marco. What would you attribute that to? Like, he just doesn't sit down like that? Like, why would his right straight or right overhand not be as powerful as a left hook?
Why did Wilder never develop any other punch but a straight right? Now,
but at least that's like conventional, like, you know, throwing from that back one from your power hand. That makes sense. But
agreed, but it doesn't make sense not to work on the other punches. Like the rest of his punches were literally amateur sloppy wild.
I feel you. Fair enough.
But with him, you're right. He was at least knocking everybody out. You know, Ryan was winning too. Maybe he just felt like it's work. I don't know, man. I never understood that. Never understood that. But you know,
Ryan is one of them kids that like grew up in the amateurs and had a lot of fights. So I really don't know because Wilder started way late. So
Wilder started at 21. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Yeah, Ryan wasn't as people think he was like a Jake Paul YouTuber, but he was a fighter. He just got popular on YouTube putting out boxing shit. Doing that Cobra Reflex and doing all the shit that people like watching. You know what I'm saying? Say, Marco, that was a great short with Mike McCallum and Donald Curry. Thank you, Onan. I was a teenage boy when that fight happened. So was I. And I might be a little younger than you. And weeped when the Funky Town Cobra went down. Yeah. Now you're a little older. I don't think I was a teenager. That fight, I was probably like 11 or 12, but we're close in age. Andre Ward's jab is so good because he had a bum right shoulder. I did not know that. Ryan's whole story was he trained in his garage more than the gym, so he was limited. Okay, but why not, now that you're at the professional $1 million level of boxing, why not develop the rest? Why just stop there? Like, you know what I mean? Like me, I'm always trying to develop everything. I'm always trying to make everything better. So why not do that? I don't get it. I don't know who's going through doors, but that shit's loud. Ward's success was being dirty. Damn. Okay.
I see a lot of people saying that. I don't think he was dirty.
Nah, Hopkins was dirty. Holyfield was dirty. I don't know about Ward. Ward to me was so fucking boring. But at the same time, an all-time great fighter, but just so boring. kind of like Hopkins. I found Hopkins unbelievably boring. Like if Hopkins and Ward fought, if they ever fought, I would have been within minutes. I'd have been like,
That's a chess match.
yeah, that's it would have been.
Boring.
That's a high level chess match, man.
It's a boring chess match. Sugar Ray Leonard, right hand was dynamite. Asked Donnie Alon. I'm cool with Donnie Alon. Onan, I know him personally. Yeah, he told me that in that fight. Little people know this. He told me this shit personally. That last shot that dropped Alon crushed his windpipe and he almost died. Crazy, right? Because if you see the shot landed under his neck and landed straight right in his windpipe and he fell down and was out. Shiraz going to beat Berlanga. I agree, man. But nobody agrees with me. Ward versus Hopkins, clinch off. Yeah, they'll just both lead in with their heads down, throwing one punch at a time. Piper Boy Williams, what up? I woke up from a deep sleep with a bunch of Marco's. What the fuck?
Give him a tootie. Give him a tutti frutti.
I don't get.
Yo, I just went to the block. I can't even see that on YouTube.
I
It
don't
said
even-
nuts,
Hey, Marco, he got to get
nuts in his peach.
In his ass.
Nuts in his peach is what I see.
Marco put a bunch of nut.
Yeah, there you go.
What's that mean?
There you go.
Is that gay? Is he trolling? I don't get it.
It's very, ban him. Mods get him. I'm not on the YouTube.
He's saying that with a picture though, like he got his actual picture saying that.
He's trying to say that Johnson was in his back door.
I'm very
That's crazy.
confused. Wait, is that somebody? Is that like
That's a real
somebody-
cat. His name is Piper Boy Williams.
No, I don't know if it's real.
I don't
It
know.
might
what's
be a
happening.
troll, yeah.
Wow.
That's a
Wait, but
weird
Marco,
troll.
can I explain something real quick too?
Uh-huh.
Because on the 2D subject, so like, you remember when you were saying that, like, remember we were gonna start you a GoFundMe, like back in the day, to go to Border Wars.
Yeah.
So you've been to Vegas, right? Like when you stay
Yes.
on the Strip,
Yes.
like the nice hotels, like Bellagio or the Aria and shit like that, right?
Right.
So like those rooms, it's like a apartment. You have like the room that's like closed off, and then you have like the living room, right?
Okay.
So when I would say back in the day, like, Marco, I got you on the room, because you were saying that you were trying to keep the costs like minimized, right?
Right,
Your expenses,
right.
your overhead. I was
Okay.
just saying, like, in that regard, like, you can crash on the couch.
I got you.
I
You
was
weren't
not
saying-
inviting you to
You
anything.
did not want to
further than
stare
that.
at me while I sleep. Got it. I got it. So is Piper Boy Williams some like internet influencer? This guy's claiming to be? Is that what that is?
Never heard of
I
him.
think it's a troll.
It is, but like, I don't know. Clarissa, YouTube censors some chat because of the language and name. That's what I'm saying. Oh, there's a Marky. Let me find
Yo,
out.
that picture got me dead, bro.
See, another troll.
These
Mods,
guys,
get on your job.
Yo.
these guys come in and they shit on. You guys familiar with the LDBC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy, I think it's the same person. He comes in and he always puts gay pictures of LDBC members or their favorite fighters, and he always pretends to be them and asks me to clap their cheeks. It's pretty funny. It's gay, but it's funny.
Wow.
And look at the pictures. He has some good Photoshop skills. That's Devin in drag. He made one of Bill Haney kissing this dude BFTB. I don't know. And it looked real
Right,
too.
That looks like Shanae from Martin.
Oh, he's a battle rap media personality. Okay. Shanae. Yeah, that's supposed to be Devin Haney in drag.
90s peep does that.
Nah, admins could leave that. That shit's funny. Yeah, it is funny, right, Mo? That look like Haney and Alicia Baumgartner mixed. Oh shit. Rafael Espinoza. Why are you randomly saying that name, Johnny? Explain to me. Alberto sleeping on Marco's couch. Like, let me show you what. Oh, come on, Rob. Gross.
Rob, that's OD.
Yeah, that is ugly, Rob. Your shorts are fire. Appreciate good boxing. Appreciate you, Onan. You're the man. Where you from, Onan? Berlanga has improved. I mean, what the fuck is that car? Yeah, he's improved, but you know. See, look, post-op Haney. This fucking guy.
Wow.
This fucking guy. Anyway. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up.
Dude's got way too much time. I understand this.
I know,
Yo,
man.
a bunch of tranny lovers that's just completely taken over the chat.
It's the same guy. He
Like
comes
to
in
take the time to put a man you hate in a compromised position in a photo. That alone is too much for me.
Suspect, bro.
It is,
Mad suspect, bro.
but we have to. You have to. I appreciate it because it does make me laugh. I wouldn't do it myself, but the shit is kind of funny. He'd be coming to me
Marco.
like, "Yo, please clap my cheeks, Marco," and then he'll be quiet, and then he'll be like, "I mean it, really. Please clap my cheeks."
Marco, you gotta
What?
find out who was behind like the Slurpee shit for
Look
real.
at this
That
one.
was way too far.
Johnny likes
Bro, that
meat.
was you.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It was one of
That
you
was
two.
not me, 100%.
Send me link to hop
Yo,
on.
Yayan, don't front. Is there a 7-Eleven right next door to your house?
Bro, I don't even drink Slurpees.
I don't either.
It was
I don't-
Yayan or Wavy.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look. Zoom in on that picture.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, this guy's funny. Do you guys know BFTV? He's like a content creator. This is him kissing Bill Haney. That shit looks so real. I sent it to BFTV.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Did he reply?
He just goes, "Oh, these fucking guys are weird." He got like annoyed at it. But I was like, "Look what these guys are coming in my chat doing."
Hey, they're gonna make Bill Haney crash out. Don't let Bill Haney come in here and see that.
Oh,
Bill
he said
Haney
this
will
is
crash
Alberto.
out.
Man, that dude cat, Marco. I'm on the stream.
I think it's that one dude they be like, he 18 years old.
The armor plates, dude.
Oh,
At least y'all know it's not either of us. It's not me or Alberto. That's funny as fuck.
But you know who you should be mad at? That armor plates dude. His real name was Jonathan Castro. He had like fucked up because he didn't realize on his GoFundMe it showed his like government name. But then in the chat he was trying to say he was a black dude. Remember Marco?
Yeah, he was. I mean, look, a black guy can be named Castro. It's possible.
No, but he said he was Mexican before too.
Okay, because look at Rob Calico. That to me does not sound like a. That sounds like
It does sound Spanish.
Well,
Italian, or Spanish.
That's a
Yeah.
made up name though.
Rob. Oh.
Rob Calico. Calico's
Oh, yeah,
nobody's
that's
real
a
last
stage
name.
name. That's a moniker, Marco.
Oh, Calico is a gun. Okay. Well, then I was wrong. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up.
Peace out.
Let's touch base tomorrow, people. Appreciate you. I'm glad, CJ. I'm glad you and Alberto seemed like it came to a good little thing here. So let's keep it that way. Peace.
Salute.
One.